Hello, this is Craig Lane with Herbal Tidbits, Health Alchemy YouTube channel, healthalchemy.com. We're here today with our Herbal Tidbits talking about Bacopa moneri, or water hyssop, sometimes referred to as Brahmi in Ayurveda. This is one of the 3, 4, 5, 6 plants I've been growing myself over the last 15 years to heal my broken neck and the neurological damage and all the weirdness that comes with damage of nerves. And so this plant is a marshland plant. It loves to purify water, so it loves to be on the riverbanks. It loves to be on mangrove swamps and mud flats. It's got just so many properties. I'm going to go into some of my experience with it first, and then I will talk about some of what the research says about it. But notice the white flowers first of all. When I see white flowers, I think of purity, calming, which the plant is. And then you look at the way it grows. See how it sends these runners out. These runners here, and even this one over here. See how it pulled off the plant, and then. And if it was dirt right there, it would root. It would literally root into my finger if I let it, kept it wet. So they like to root where they are. And so I've watched this plant. We usually keep little dishes underneath the pot there. In this case, there isn't one, but on some of the other ones there is, like this, that Bacopa over there. See, has a dish underneath it, and so that gives it the swamp effect. And I've seen insects and animals prefer to drink that water out of the bottom of the dish over there. You can see that dish over there. The animals will prefer that dish to their own water dish. When you pour the water through the top of the plant there, let it filter down through the roots. It's a really fascinating thing. In this calamus over here, it's the same idea. See that? There's the plant, the cattail, water purifier, and then the insects like that water underneath it. So what's interesting about plants in my experience with them is that the plant roots are the brain. The brain of the earth is the mycelium. It's the fungus network. It's the roots. And that what you're seeing here with the flowers is the sex organ. So they're sort of like inverted humans. The sex organs, ours are at the bottom, and our brain is at the top, and the plant's is just the opposite. So this plant has an incredible ability to purify the nervous system. Hint, hint. So here's some of the qualities I'll just go through real quick. This plant is a blood purifier. This plant helps with boils that come with impure blood. It helps with anxiety. It's somewhat relaxing, although my experience of it is more relaxing to the bowels. So if you dose too high, you'll have laxative effect. It's a bronchodilator, which is also relaxing. It's an antioxidant, especially for the brain. It's cognition enhancing. People talk about brain fog and memory. Here's your plant. It's anti-cancer stated. It's immunomodulating and anti-inflammatory. Some of the research that I haven't seen with it, though, says it promotes fertility, prevents miscarriage. So that's another realm in the gynecological world that I hadn't even known about this plant until I researched it. It can help with asthma, so there's your bronchodilator. It's a cardiovascular tonic, and increases sharpness and perceptions of the sense organs. Increases sharpness and perceptions of the sense organs. So in India, this plant's given to babies to encourage optimal mental development. So you see the theme here? This plant's been in use for, I didn't get that information, but probably about 3,000 or 4,000 years in India. And I've been using it for 15 years personally, 10 to 15, and I can't say enough good about it. The studies show it has potent antioxidants that neutralize free radicals in brain tissue. Again, studies show it has potent antioxidants that neutralize free radicals in brain tissue. And studies also show protein synthesis, especially in brain cells, is increased in repairing damaged neurons, which are protein. In vitro, it's considered cytotoxic to a sarcoma 180 cancer cell, so there's your anti-cancer. Another interesting property in that it's a unique tranquilizer in that one study showed it worked as well as the benzodiazepines, which, if you're on Klonopin or a benzo, then it's probably the plant for you. And then it also increases novelty-seeking behavior. It's going to have a cold energy, cold relaxing energy. It's very bitter. Very, very bitter. So like one little leaf. That little leaf no bigger than 1/4 of the size of my nail, maybe 1/8 the size of my nail, is so bitter it will have you cringing, which I will eat right now. Yum. So, yeah, this plant has been used for 3,000 years. I just saw that. So this is a plant that it's in my blends. I have a 3-tiered blend system now. We have Goticola, Bacopa, and Gynostemma in all of my base blends of everything almost. And because you can affect every bodily system except for the strong connective tissue effect, and you could use comfrey or horsetail or another plant for that. But I can't say enough good about this plant. It's easy to grow in warm weather. It needs to be kept moist, but its function on the earth is a water purifier. Again, is keeping the brain of the earth getting clean water going down into it, especially along riverbanks. So there's its function on the earth, and then it helps humans and their own nervous system tissue. So what an amazing plant, and what an amazing gift we have for these plants. Bacopa moneri, water hyssop. Look at these beautiful little white flowers. The plant does show off a little bit too. You can sort of see sometimes its ability to really, it just really likes to show itself sometimes, these flowers especially. And this is Craig Lane with Health Alchemy YouTube channel signing off. I am just so excited to put this herb video out there about this plant and share it. And come on into healthalchemy.com. You can order plants from us online, herbal extracts, and you could even, if you wanted a cutting off this plant, make your own. We can work something out around that too. Craig Lane signing off.